Alright, you all saw in the title and the thumbnail. I'm gonna show you my development of making a minecart hopper loader. So this is for, like, let's say a furnace system, furnace array, which is kind of evident over there. You can kind of see that. Um, but yeah, the first design, which was not actually by me, this was the design that was kind of inspired me to do this. I saw in the video, and this design was designed by Casual Minecraft. Now this guy, he has a video which I'll link down into the description. And what it is basically, all it is doing is detecting items in here and figuring out, detecting stuff and comparing and stuff. And if there's no input like here, then it straight out goes systems go so just power straight up powers this, which depowers this, which releases this and lets it go over there, as you can see. And as you can see, you can let's say you could like stack on a little bit more um than the amount that it would probably think you could have. So you can see it's pulling the items in there down. Now in a minecart hopper, it 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 actually just pulls things down very fast. And we can just do this again, so we can show that all it is just realizing if there's no powering, it just depowers this, and it's on subtract mode. So it basically subtracts this or whatever, subtracts that detection of items and stuff. And yeah, now I realized that this design was not exactly super helpful, because I don't know, it was helpful. It actually is great design, and it can be shown kind of over here. But I decided to kind of slim it up, I guess, change it a little bit. It'd be kind of the same design, like from Casual Minecraft, but I decided to change it. What I did was just kind of reworked it in a way that this would power this, and this would send signals there. That way it still had the same mechanism and stuff. It does the same. Look, you can just see there, pulling items and doing its thing. So so it just like does that. And I decided to then try to make my own version of this, but actually not exactly the same design, but still using the whole fence thing. All that the fence does is that it like kind of just aligns this. Um, so as you can see in here, you see that there, it just like aligns it. So it's like shifting it like a little bit, 2 pixels past, 2 pixels behind like the middle like area, I guess you'd say it about. And yeah, basically that. And so this is just detecting it. So then I decided to make this design. Now this design has um can do this. Um it can pull items and stuff. So it just like does the same thing. It does this, so it depowers this, and technically it doesn't need this. What I figured out later on, what I figure now, that it doesn't need this because it just depowers this or whatever, but it does have to have this. and it just keeps in there. But so it just depowers and stuff, all of it. But now the problem with this design is once you once you put in more than 5, as you can see, I can put 6 there. I put 6 there, and so it pulls items from through, and it's making its way through there. And as you can see, it fully pulled through, but it's not actually going. As you can see, over here, it's just like it has all the items and stuff, but the only reason why it's not going is because it's this. This is still detecting these, which then keeps us um off, so it doesn't power this at all. So it doesn't roll off, and that is like the big issue with this. So now once I took away those, it just does that. So that it just that only goes by 5, and I was kind of getting frustrated with that. So I was like, I was gonna try to think of, oh, it'd be fine, but whatever. And then I decided to come up with this design because I knew that I saw some like things about how like they use this, the fence gate, and as you can see, it once you open it, it actually lets go this because it doesn't become like a block like entity or whatever, not entity, but not exactly entity, but as you can see, it becomes like a block, and this aligns it like that. um it just it like, yeah, you can see just by the outline there. So it does the same thing, and I can show you here that it does do the same thing, but it does so it pulls items and stuff, as you can see there. And the bad thing about it is also is taking power from there to figure out, oh, to depower this and push this and send this going and allowing this to be open and stuff. But the problem is that it's actually just still detecting. It's the same thing, just with a more different approach for you for the fence gate and being allowing to power that. So um yeah. Now I realize that actually it doesn't power right there, but yeah. So it just gets messed up from from actually still detecting one of these. And so it like and also like it also powers this immediately because it shifts seeing that. And so I then finally made a breakthrough and created this design, which is kind of simple and shifting the idea from design, kind of figuring out how much stuff there is in here, to shifting it over here. Now, so this actually, it can hold items and stuff. So this basically is like sending it. It's like allowing this to send signal to here or whatever, which through this block, and this can figure out the signal strength or whatever and register to here, and it and this just works that way. But so how I got this idea to make all this for this section of this whole thing was that from this shulker loader, which wouldn't be tile, but right now if you changed it to here, um, but it like all it is really just all it is really just figuring out if a shulker was full. Like this is just example for a shulker. If this shulker like here, full shulker, it would realize that, and this would send a full 15 power to here. But if it was less than that, or like the same as for it wouldn't change this because it'd just be 14s, because this is making this 15, and this it gets less power as it goes away from the main power, like full power. And so once this like it realizes that a shulker is full, it sends a signal being 15 to this, which makes this 15, which then this detects and goes like that. And this was when I was dabbling with the idea of making like a item sorter with that shulker loader thing over there. You can kind of see there. And I decided, okay, well, I like this idea because I know once we know that when this is full, that this sends a signal, this fully powers, this sends a signal to allow it to um release. And so it releases, so it just pulls back the fence. And so then I kind of did the same thing like this, where it's like, you know how like there's two different kinds ways. I did it to instead of a fence, I did a fence gate here too. And so it's basically the same thing. It just detects it. I just did this fancy work so it like this would work for like a tileable thing, but this wouldn't. But anyways, this detects it, powers, opens it, as you can see here, releases, goes, and pulls it, and it just pulls. And so it pulls and goes. But okay, so then that goes, and then this goes, comes back, goes there, pulls the items. And the issue with this is that it's only actually detecting if it's actually full. So this would be the same issue. These two would have the same issue because this isn't this is giving enough power to override the 14 power over there. And this is all in the texture pack I have that actually shows you it. And I'm in a mod right now, but you can see over here, over on this side, you can see power 4, and this is on the redstone wire. 14, I mean. So it isn't enough power to change that number. So it isn't actually changing it. So it just kind of, this system just doesn't work in that way when it has like one stack left, or however many left that's less than 5, or full, like let's say whatever, just like just like kind of full like that. It's not going to change it because it's not actually full. So it detects it and says, oh, it's just not actually full. So we're gonna have to not allow it. That's so this is the issue for these two. So then I decided to change it, work it on, tweak it and stuff. And this is what I got. This does not have any issues whatsoever in some ways. So this can definitely pull for that this amount, I guess you could say. Of course, you have to have like a mechanism that actually locks this, but I didn't build that, so it just locks this from releasing because there's this part. So it's pulling the items, and over here you can see that it actually is taking this output, and since it's powering up this, it takes that and is doing that system like in the shulker box loader. So it's basically the same thing there. Sends signal, goes and does that. And this is pretty nice because all it is doing is just sending a signal into this redstone lamp. So it powers this, which gives a short pulse, and then this extends, and so it can release and stuff. And as you can see over here, if I just do this and do that, it's gonna take the items, and it's releasing go. Now there is an issue with this prob thing, and this could probably just be used for normally for like for just for like, so it could just be used for like some sort of furnace array, something like this. But um but I wanted to create a tileable thing. So then I decided to create this design. And this is just the same thing as that, but like it works out a few issues of taking, instead of having that this, I just did it straight up like that. And honestly, this this target block doesn't need to be created, and this signal system passing the signal up wasn't needed, so I changed it to this. It's still the same thing, it works, and I can show you that, as you can see. So if it pulls the items, and it's gonna have like about 3 stacks ish. So it's gonna pull the items, it's gonna go, and pulls it and goes. So it all it's doing is like, it just works like that. So it just like, it just sends a signal there and figuring out like and so like um so since there's, if there's like 1 stack, it sees that, and so, and then as soon as this finish pulls away, it goes, sends a signal up there, and it's just easy that way. And this doesn't have to be the full 5, so it could be 4, or like 4 and like 4 stacks, and like let's say 63 items there. And so it could go like that. And so we can yeah. Now the issue now there wasn't any issues with this. I just didn't like this design, at least with the way the things, and I kind of want to compact things, but I realized that there's no way I could compact things, and I kind of made myself a harder version looking thing. It's just more intimidating looking thing. So over here you can see that it's the same thing. I just kind of tweak some stuff. I just had some issue with like making like I was trying to make this better in a way, and with the rail, I try to do the same thing like over there with the powered rails, but it kind of just didn't work because it was just very weird, so it was awkward. And this system is just like, since it somehow allows this to be power this, not taking or whatever. So it powers this and sends signal into the air, powers through it, just like the same thing here, with, I guess you could say, less, like 1 less repeater, and it basically is the same stuff, and it works. And it actually isn't going to I think I put it in fast enough where it didn't actually um I think I put it in fast enough. I think I put it fast enough where it didn't like, yeah, there we go. And then pulls, and then we can just break this, and you can see that it's working, and it pulls all those items, pulls it all right through like it's nothing. And yeah, and for some reason, is it actually not? Huh. Interesting. Actually, I think I can change that because for some reason it's not doing what it needs to do. Well, I think I might have figured out something. Okay, I think I might have to record this again, but probably not. Hopefully not, because okay. Alright, so alright, so this is as okay. Yeah, so this I had to change it a little bit because apparently you can't power this. So I thought it could, but so it just literally is the same thing, except I kind of just I don't know, it's kind of a different design in a way put through, so it like I don't know, you could choose from either of these top two. I would say these were top two because they're like tileable, and you don't have to worry about these because you can literally just extend these and it won't like go power the other one or whatever. So it only is when it only powers the other one if it's connected. So meaning that yeah, so you can just work this. I think the other one I actually was able to full fast put it in. So what we can do is oh okay we can okay there we can break that and then um there we go. Okay, so this one needs that, and then so it pulls the items through just like an just like this one. Yeah, it works beautifully, and it detects when it's not full anymore, and it sends signal and goes, and it works like that. I hope you liked today's video, and I hope yet you found it entertaining enough. And you might be asking me why I made this video. I thought it would be fun because there isn't that many videos. I guess you could I guess there is some videos, but like it doesn't. I decided to go in depth with this, I guess, kind of in my way, and plus I kind of yeah, my channel's kind of broad, and it's raining. Oh well. Well, see you in the next video, which should be soon because I gotta like finish editing it for and probably will be released tomorrow. So see you in the next one.